Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody. I know it's been a long time, and if you follow my Instagram, you know that I've been doing a lot around the house. That includes my studio. The only reason why I have not shown you my studio yet, I was going to this past weekend, is a mishap happened in my husband's spot, which is like connected to mine. We share one big room. One of his bookcases just randomly fell apart, and then the next thing you know, another one fell apart. And they're pretty strong bookcases, so it's kind of odd. And now we have like a hot mess going on, and we're just got a new bed that's coming in on Friday, so we're doing a lot of moving around and redecorating and stuff. So as far as showing my studio space, I'm gonna have to push it back again. Sorry guys, to like the following weekend, this upcoming weekend. I really do apologize that it's taken so long, but if any of you are like me, you know that you want things to look a certain way, and if it doesn't, you're just kind of like, ugh, no thank you. So I just want to give you the best that I can offer to you guys, because y'all have been so supportive, especially on Instagram. I really thank you. I'm trying to do better about doing pictures and showing my face a little more, and I really do love you guys, and I really appreciate all the support you've given me, especially in the toughest times of my weeks and months and days, and just thank you so much for everything. You guys really mean a lot to me, more than you know. So let's get started. I have a cat on my shoulder. Let me put him down. Sorry, bud. You see a whole bunch of crocheting shade stuff going on. This is by Christina Loves Planning. She is on Instagram, and she takes orders and she makes it fit your personality. You just tell her which color you want, and then she'll show you. I have to pull you out. The first thing I want to show you, I've got a whole bunch of things. These are my new ones. This is my newest purchase. This is for me, it's a filming mat. This particular this big piece is actually much bigger, but my table is not as, it would fit my table perfectly if I didn't have all this other stuff on here. But I wanted a filming mat for you guys so I can have something soft for my gillios. You guys know I use gillios, and I'm really particular about that. So this is awesome, and it's also something I could fold up and take with me, so when I'm at school I'll have something soft to put it on. And then this is for my cara, and this is an extra one she made for me, that of course I love the white. And I actually have my Bible journal in here. I have started my Bible journal. I mean, it's been here. It's the A6 TN that has my Hobonichi and my Stayology in here, and that's been a love of mine that you guys probably didn't know I had. I do like TNs a lot, you guys, but I'm a ring-based planner girl channel, so you guys don't see much of this, but this is nothing really that special to me. It's special because it has to do with my spirituality, but I'm using the new case she made me for this, and it is an A6. I also have, this is the pocket size. I've shown y'all this before. I love it. I have my Gillio pocket planner in here that I absolutely adore. This was my very first one, and I'm still obsessed with this one so much. I love how cute it is. And then this also was made for a pocket, and it's a cream, and it's a different type of stitching. You can see the difference. I really love this one so much. It's very neat, and I like that it has, like, you can see the lines, whereas this type of material is very fluffy and soft, so you don't get that kind of recognizable pattern. But this, I have my A6 Foxy Fix in, my brown one. I got it back. I don't use it. It has inserts and stuff in it, so if I do want, thanks to Christina at Christina Loves Planning, she hooked me up with some dividers and stuff she made. And then let's see, I have this one, which is an older one. I've shown y'all this. This is one of my favorite ones as well. I like the multicolors This has my personal size Kiki K in it. This was my very first personal size planner, high-end planner, and I will never get rid of it. It's my absolute favorite, like, meaningful planner. My husband got it for me for Christmas. I was obsessing over it, and he got it for me, and I've been in love with it since. And I don't use it a lot because it's a bit wider than I'm used to, or that I'm gotten used to the thinner stuff. But because I'm so scared it's going to mess up, it has gold leaf on it, and that will die down over time. And this is just a very personal, meaningful planner to me, so I keep it in this pouch. I think it matches perfectly. So let me put these away, not get rid of, but put these away. These are my older ones, the ones I just showed you. The cream and the, I have a special spot on a shelf for them. And then this guy is for a Hobonichi, but I use it for a pen pouch a lot of the times, or a sticker pouch. So I love this one so much. So y'all seen those. So let's get into this. This is going to be a functional video. I just wanted to show off my new pouches because why not? And my new mat. I'm madly obsessed with my mat. These are like $25, I believe, and totally worth it. I think that she charges too little for it, but you know, she's a good person, and a lot of the times she does throw in like an extra one. Like this one was extra for me. I paid for this, but she threw this extra one in, and that was totally sweet, and I love it because it matches and fits my A6 perfectly. Which is, sorry for shaking you guys, this Foxy Fix TN. So that's not what this video is about, is not this TN. So I'm going to put her away in her beautiful little pouch. But, oh, you guys, she has some beautiful fall colors coming out. I can't wait to show y'all those. I'm going to purchase them like crazy. Okay, so this royal blue is, when she showed me this color, I flipped out. It's definitely by far one of my favorite colors anyway. When I show you a house tour, because I will eventually open up my home to you guys, hence why I'm like really working hard on it. We're not wealthy people at all. I work very hard for what I have, and so does my husband. But I will show you how we live. But we are working on getting furniture. Honestly, we don't have a lot of furniture. I'm very minimal a lot of the times, except for my studio space. Meow meow. Move, buddy. And we're working on getting my daughter her big girl room and stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry. So this is definitely by far my favorite color. Now, she made this for my Mia Cara. Now, keep in mind, my Mia Cara is extremely chunky. She made it wider than my other covers that are for my personal size, which you guys saw. I actually have a couple of those. I think the white one that I have my A6 in is actually for personal size, I believe. And both of my white ones, and then my cream and white, and then the multicolored, those are for personal size, because I requested my planners to poke out like this. I prefer that. I like that look. I don't like having a lot of hangover, because I don't store anything else in here. But she definitely made this. Now, my planner is definitely a lot more chunky than expected from some people, so I have stretched my bag out a bit, which is fine because it's for my planner, for this planner, and this is my everyday carry. I mean, it's just my everything planner. So let's get started. I am going to just to show you this mat. Look how beautiful. I would sleep on this. I may get her to just make me a blanket. So I just wanted to really share my new filming mat and just talk about her product because it's amazing, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. So I have a lot. This, like I said, is my workhorse. My friend Ben from Instagram, who's a follower of mine and part of our kitten family, reached out to me, and I've told the story about this planner, and I fell madly in love. It is 25 rings, which is very uncommon for me to use, but I'm very pleased with it. I really don't mind, because I'm able to put this notebook here, which I'm going to actually show you. what I've been doing with it. This is where I'm going to be actually putting my work notes when I start school on Monday. But I've been enjoying this being my project notebook. I have a project section, but I love to chicken scratch. Like, I love to just like write out everything, and this insert just happens to be perfect for like my planning style for projects. So with that being said, if any of y'all have these Happy Scrappy B6 notebooks like this with these types of inserts, let me know. I'll buy them from you. Anyway, so this was when I was like, okay, I've got to do something with my house. I'm so tired of it being cluttered. To me, cluttered. To a lot of people, it's not. I need to streamline some things. I need to up the quality for some things. I was just getting overwhelmed, and I have to go back to school, and I need everything to be pristine when I go back to school. Like, when I work in the school, you guys. So everything needs to be on point. No clothes anywhere. During the summer, things get messy because I am working all the time, a lot more than even when I'm in the school, and it's more active work. So here this says the weekend of the 26th to 28th, and I did them by days, but it's taken more than that, clearly. But I've actually accomplished so much. I have general things I wanted to do here. I have them. Let me highlight so you can kind of see. By the way, this is my amazing pen pouch. It's the size of my dang gone planner, but boy, is it fun to play with. I probably will not be taking this pen pouch to work every day. I'm saying that now, and probably won't end up doing it because it has everything that I need and I use on a daily basis. When I do, a lot of time I just use the black and pen, and that's about it. So let me show you. These are different categories: general, bathroom, kitchen, studio, and then Allie's room. So these are different categories of things that I wanted to accomplish like first, and then here I have like, these are things that I want to do that day, main things like front rooms, bathroom, and then I have a little list here: laundry, take out trash, and then kitchen, studio. And you see I'm using the bullet system. I really like to use my bullet system, and I actually have some measurements and stuff going on here, and then Allie's room organized, and blah 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 blah. So on this page I actually have layout ideas for my daughter's room, because she's getting a big bed. She has a day bed right now that we're going to be turning into our couch, because we have a very old like 1920s couch, which I love, but unfortunately my cats have like ruined, so I need to reupholster it or get a cover for it. And I don't know, it's falling apart. It's very old. It was my grandmother's, and it's really falling apart. I'm very sad about it, but we need something that holds up big people, because we're big people. So this is for my daughter's room, this side, and these are some different ideas, like the layout of her room. She has 2 huge windows. Let me highlight the windows here and here. Okay, so let me go ahead and highlight them in both. And then she has okay, see, those are the windows. And then she has a closet here, and a door here, and then a unit here. So they stick out just a little bit. Okay. So I've done the measurements and everything for her room, and she could have a bed here. It'll stick out a little more than that. It's not going to be so bad though. And I have my childhood bed with like 4 posters that I want to give to her as well, because she likes the whole princess thing. But she has finally chosen her theme, which is a galaxy unicorn theme. So I love that. I have artwork that I've done and have bought, because that's one of my favorite themes, is just galaxy in general. So it's really easy to get her room done. So she has picked layout 2, which is where the bed is like in front of the door, because she likes seeing us when she goes to sleep, because our room is like, her room is here, our room is here, and literally our doors, you can see, like, here's the hallway, her room, my room, and you can see each other laying in bed. And she really likes that because she feels comforted like that. And so I'm going to be buying her this round ottoman with storage in it for her toys, because she has a lot of toys. She's the only child. She has my childhood dresser, which is real wood quality dresser. It's already, what I like about this layout, it's already laid out like this. Her bed is already here, her dresser's already here, and all her toys are like lined up over here. She did have a desk that counter-quartered here, but I took it out of her room and I'm using it as my vanity in my room, because I used a hallway vanity which was built in from like the 1940s. But it's like, I want it in my room because I like getting ready, you know, slowly, and I don't like sitting in the hallway, honestly. So she's going to be using the hallway desk because she actually likes it, and we're opening this up. Now, unless she wants a desk in her room, we have one in mine, and she'll have room here. So I just thought I'd run that through. This is just an interesting, I really have enjoyed using this. Now, for my husband's part of the studio, let me like lay this out for you. Okay. My part, our room is this long, our studio is this long room. Like, it's here, all the way over here. It'd be like this. Okay? My section is right here. I've got the smaller section, kinda. But like over here, it kind of expands out some more, like right here. And then it goes into the kitchen. Boom. We have a very old house, you guys. And then here would be our dining room, and then our front room. And then like through here would be our bedrooms. All right. So right here we have a hallway like this. And then her room, Allie's room, is like this right here. And then our room is like this. But it's connected to the studio here. I'm just not drawing it in scale. So our house is actually one huge big rectangle, and it flows in a circle like this. Okay? Move. Don't get down. Okay. So our house is this big circle, and you can literally run through the house in circles. Trust me, our cats do it. So this is his space over here, and he has, oh gosh, pins falling everywhere. Okay, he has a window here, and the door to our bedroom here. And then there's bookcases that we're leaving here because that is separating our spaces. This is literally a wall that we've created. And then I have another bookcase here, but it's a ledge that steps down into my area. I have these beautiful glass doors in my spot. He's more of a dark cave type person, so he didn't want all the light like I like to have. And there is a bookcase here that I have put to separate even more, make it kind of like a door that walks in. And we have there's an air unit here, you guys, that blows out. And with this bookcase here, it's helping blow the air into our bedroom like this. Okay, I'm running out of ink. Helps blow the air into our bedroom like this, because without it, it just goes straight into my area. And our room is the only room without a unit, and it gets really, really hot. So I like that that's there, so it blows into the bedroom, because I like to sleep when it's cold. I'm throwing this liner away. It's empty. Okay. I don't think you guys were expecting this kind of video, but this is just how like my thought process is for like planning things out, and I wanted to give you an idea. So what I was trying to tell you about our studio space and why I haven't filmed yet pretty much is because what happened here, first off, I'm going to tell you now, my husband, Lord forgive me, is messy. All right, he's kind of a messy guy. He doesn't really know how to organize. I've tried to help him, and he's still learning. He's getting better, but he just doesn't know. I don't know. And he's kind of particular too about his stuff. But he's gonna have a third table. He has 2 huge tables in his workspace. He has, like I said, a bookshelf here, and then he has 2 bookshelves here. Okay, this is the one that broke down. He has like a shelf here, some sort of drawer here. Then he has a big circular table here because he does he does a lot of art, you guys, and a lot of graphic design, and then he paints cells and all this stuff, so he needs a lot of space. But what's happened is this circular table has become his closet, and there's a bunch of clothes and stuff on here. And then he has a drawing table that he uses as a desk here. Okay, my cat, sorry guys. Oh, get down, buddy. Okay, I'll hold you for a little bit. All right, and so now he's telling that he has this computer on, and this is a real drawing table, okay? So now he is telling me I need to buy a drawing table. I'm like, well, you have one, and you have this. He's like, no, I need a big one that I can paint my cells on. So I happen to have a table that I used to use as my desk, which is like a kitchen table, and it's really nice. And so I told him I'd give it to him. And now I have to figure out a placement because it's getting very cluttered in here. So not only that, get this, you guys. Before I could even do that, like I'm looking into his space right now. We finally got him some bins to put the stuff from the broken bookshelf. He has a bunch of stuff like this all over. Like, you can't even see that. Like, it literally looks like this. It has piled up all over like this. And then, like, that's his space. He has all this stuff all over the place, so we have to clean that up. So, granted, my space is fairly neat. It's a little, it's not how I personally want it, but it's my space has always been fairly neat. But because of all this, things are starting to, like, go into my space. And I forgot to mention, there's also a shelf here with the old printer and packaging stuff, and then there's a mini shelf over here. It's just kind of a mess, so I'm gonna rearrange and everything, because honestly my studio space, his studio space really is linked, because he has all the workspace for like big projects. I have a stand-up painting easel like over here, and then there's like a built-in heater thing, and then I have big open windows here, and then right here I have like all my papers and shelving kind of that I've literally ghetto rigged, and then I have my beautiful desk, my 100-year-old desk here, and then I have in the middle I have the filming spot. So I honestly, that's it. That's my spot. It's pretty closed in, but it works for me and I love it. And I have paints and stuff stored over here. And then there's a door, you guys, like down here into the garage. So there's these steps I don't know what to do with. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, and then here I have a bookshelf, like I said, to store my daughter's slime stuff, and then some of my spiritual stuff like sage and things, and then my beautiful pouches on the top shelf, and then on the bottom shelf there is like canvases, my video camera, and my tripod. All right, bud, get down off my shoulder. So yeah, it's kind of a mess. Our studio space is kind of a mess, so that's why I haven't filmed. Anyway, wow, 23 minutes in, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna film show this, but I just wanted to kind of run through. This is how I plan projects out. I really enjoy it. It gives me options to like put into 3 spots. So this is, now I'm gonna work on Papa's studio space. Let's go to a fresh page. Why don't we do this together? I'll make 2 or 3 different videos. Your tablet? It's on the with the movies on the shelf. Look under Papa's, or yeah. I'm glad you got dressed. Thank you. Can you get your shoes on? I mean your socks on? Okay. Sorry. My daughter is being a big girl, getting herself dressed and all that stuff. Yay. Okay, so let's go into Papa's space. So let's title. I love that this spot up here is there, because I can say, Papa, I can title what this is for. Papa's layout. And then studio. Okay, so what I've done with these 3 boxes is basically draw out the studio, his section. So we have an air unit here, a window here, a window here, and then the makeshift bookcase wall here, and one here that I hope I can keep. Okay, and then there's a door here to our bedroom. Okay, so there you go. There's that. All right, so he's gonna have 3 tables, and see, I don't really know what he's gonna do with like all the crap that's laying around. It's not crap, you guys. He has a lot of reference books. They're art books. They're some of the best books I've seen in my life. Some books you can't even get. I don't even know how he's gotten them. He collects beautiful art books. He is an extreme artist, you guys. I am nothing compared to him. I love my husband so much, but his organization is awful. So I don't know what he's gonna do with that. So I have a few ideas, and I thought I'd kind of write them here. Right over here is where I put the measurements, the drawing desk, which is my desk. It's gonna be his drawing desk, kind of like a light table almost. It's gonna be 48 by 30 inches. And then I really need to get the other tables layouts, the circular one and everything. But okay, so what I was thinking was this. Okay, here's some options here. There is not a lot of space. Like, this shows a lot of space here, but there's really not that much space in between, like, the bookshelf, because there's another bookshelf here, like the door. There's a door. Okay. So I was thinking he could put a bookshelf, a short one here, and then a painting above it, because it's like the back of my tall bookshelf, and it could kind of cover that ugly backing, and he could still have that short shelf there with some what you call it, with some storage, I guess you could say. Let me look over here. Okay, and then I really like where his circular table is. It's in the corner over here, and I think that may be a good spot. Or here's an idea: put a circular table here, and then put the 2 tables here. I think that would open up some space, and then on this side have his bookshelves like this. Could have 2 right here, one next to each other, and that would really open it up. And what's cool is he could have there'd be room right here for like the small shelf that I've put his supplies on. I surprised him one day, gave him my shelf, and put some of his drawing supplies, since this is his drawing area. And then he'd have his chair here. Yeah. And then I was thinking maybe, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work perfect. That'll open up the space beautifully. That's actually all he really needs is this. And then what I could do is actually get him like a really nice rug, because I really love rugs, you guys. I find that rugs tie a space together. So there's an idea. So this is how I lay things out. I won't bore y'all to death. So this is just number 1. So what I do with this is I lay out number 1. So unnumber them. Okay, sorry to bore you to death. So that's how I plan my projects. I know that I have a beautiful section for my projects. These are my beautiful tabs. I love them so much. I have section 3 is where my projects are, and I have an index here for them. The thing is, like I just showed you, I really love having this space to do this kind of stuff. like this. I really enjoy having that, and I like the layout. So that's what I've been doing for projects, instead of kind of like listing them back here like this. Like things like someday maybe I'll put the titles of the projects or my ideas, like declutter, minimal living, stuff like that. But as far as like planning out layouts and everything for my projects, I will be using this, because this really works nicely, and I can get a visual sense of what's going on. And for me, that's super important, don't you think? But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It took a big turn. But until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.